Hello everyone and welcome back to IMO Reviews. Thanks to your vote, we are discussing Prom Night. A jilted lover who went mad has escaped from prison and is now hunting down his ex-girlfriend, finding her with her new boyfriend on prom night. But before we go any further, could you please be a dear? Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really does make all the difference to this channel and we thank you if you do. So let's get into what I liked about Prom Night. It's going to be a short list, I'll put it that way. But yes, there are some good things to say about this movie, believe it or not. And the biggest one for me was that actually, despite this movie being quite cliche at times, they don't pull the most obvious cliches. I did find myself being a little bit surprised in places. For example, a really common horror trope would be that the black character would be killed off first. But not in Prom Night. In fact, one of the black characters actually lives, and he's smart enough not to walk headfirst into what is clearly quite dangerous. That caught me by surprise. I really did think this movie is really dumb and stupid. I guarantee he just walks into this room, even though he has no reason to go into this creepy dark room right now. But no, he doesn't. He looks at it and thinks, yeah, screw that for a game of toy soldiers, I'll look somewhere else. It's been a really long time since I've seen this movie. I've probably seen it once prior, and that was when it came out, and I've just sort of scrubbed it out of my memory. But I was sitting there thinking that this boyfriend character has just got that shit-eating, smug grin, and he's just too perfect. I guarantee he's the bad guy, really. There'll be a twist at the end where he was in on it the whole time, and it'll play out a little bit similar to the ending of Scream. Spoilers for Scream, I suppose. But no evil boyfriend. Again, I was surprised. And another small credit to the movie, it has a very short and sweet running time. If you're not enjoying it, it's over before you know it. And I don't really know if I can give this as a positive, but I'm going to anyway. I find this movie so unintentionally hilarious. That's where my list of positives end, and a big old list of cons begins. And the biggest one, and it really is a painful con, is the logistics of the killer's movements and how he hides the bodies and such. I mean, this guy can literally teleport. It just doesn't make sense how he's getting these things done. There is one scene in particular that is just, no, I'm not buying that for a second. And it's when the killer is trapped in a bathroom because he's killed one of the girls, but the boyfriend of the girl has come into the suite and is now sort of outside loitering in the bathroom, thinking his girlfriend is in the bathroom. I mean, he's right, the girlfriend is in the bathroom, but she's dead. And the killer's in there with the body. And you're sort of thinking, this is quite a good, interesting setup. How is the killer going to get out of this situation? He's quite literally locked in the bathroom with the body, with no way of escaping. But that doesn't matter because he still escapes. Not only does he escape, he manages to drag a dead body with him that would be pissing out with blood, and there's no blood on the floor or anything like that. There's no blood on his clothing or, any evidence of murder whatsoever. And he manages to sneak out of this bathroom with this dead body without any blood, go past the boyfriend who is like right there, and the camera is on the boyfriend and you can see behind the boyfriend and you don't see anyone leaving, so he must be army crawling on the floor with this dead body, I guess, or Spider-Man crawling across the ceiling. It's one or the other because he isn't walking on his feet, that's for sure. You even get a point of view tracking shot as if to say these are the eyes of the killer walking up to said boyfriend to kill boyfriend, only for boyfriend to turn around and there's no one there, so what was the point of the tracking shot then? Whose point of view was that if there's no one there? And then Idris Elba, God bless that man. It's hard to believe that he is in this movie. When his name popped up in the opening credits, I did think, really? But yeah, he is in this movie, and he's really trying. I'll give him that, but the writing isn't helping him. But what I was going to say is that dead body of the girlfriend, guess where he hid it? Apparently, he hid it in the air vents up there. When did he do that? I guess he must have done it in the bathroom. But where? How? If he's hiding the body in the air vent, why doesn't he just escape through the air vent as well? I don't get the logistics of this. So the killer has broken out of the hospital, and they know that his target is going to be his ex-girlfriend, and they know that the ex-girlfriend is at her prom night. So the police go to the parents' house, and they stay at the parents' house for 90% of the film. Why? There's no reason for him to go there. He's not angry at her parents, he's angry at her. And she's not there. So why are you protecting the parents and not the actual girl who's in trouble? And the reason they give for not going to the prom and protecting the girl is that they're going to keep it all very hush-hush from her and not let her know that he's broken out because it would traumatise her. Fucking forget being traumatised. If a serial killer, a known serial killer, who knows me and knows where I live and can get to me, is out there running loose, and my family knew about it and didn't tell me about it, I'd be fucking fuming with my family. You're just letting me wander around without my guard up when I'm at my most vulnerable. Forget traumatising me, keep me alive. I can work through trauma with a counsellor. I can't work through death with a counsellor. But that's the logic they have. Idris Elba calls all the cops in and the staff and sort of gives them a bit of a rousing speech. It's not very rousing, but it's a speech. And as he sort of claps his hand and says, let's go, like 20 of the people he's been talking to head out the door because their job involves keeping people safe outside. Basically, his rousing speech caused half of his men to leave. It just doesn't look right. I know it's not what's happening, but the way it's shot, it looks like he gives this rousing speech and half of his men just go, no, I'm not doing that. Bye. But for some of the less funny complaints that are just genuine complaints, the deaths are all so tame and they're all the same. There doesn't seem to be any variety or creativity to it. There is no character depth for anybody whatsoever. And you do have to sit through these pathetic attempts of them trying to make you care about this high school drama of, oh, I'm going to Berkeley and you're going to Oregon State or whatever. I don't know American universities, I'm sorry. And we're never going to see each other again and this is such a sad time. And I don't fucking care at all. These actors are not 18. Behave yourselves. At minimum, they're 30. I'm never for a million years buying them as 18-year-olds. I honestly hope the casting director got fired for that call, because who are you trying to kid? And my least favourite thing about this movie has to be the ending. It's just so anticlimactic and rushed. And in doing so, it actually makes this feel like what is essentially an hour and a half long Halloween special of One Tree Hill or the OC, because it might as bloody well be. So I'm going to give Prom Night a 2 out of 10. This is shite. I mean, complete and utter shite. But it is fun shite. I cracked open a few beers with this and I was laughing from start to finish and I had a great big smile on my face. I was having a whale of a time. But I was enjoying the movie for all of the wrong reasons. And that's where it makes scoring this film quite hard to do. Because yes, if I'm gonna be genuinely professional and critical of this film, it is a 1 out of 10. It's awful. It's barely coherent. But I do enjoy it. I do genuinely get a kick from this movie and would gladly rewatch it. Thank you for watching this review. Please be sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And please do hit the comment section as well. Have you seen Prom Night? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next review.